Hello and welcome to the ninth video lecture of Services Marketing, Semester 6, Module number 1. I am Professor Prashant Birje, and in today's video we are going to discuss where we had left off in a previous video, that is classification of services. In a previous video lecture, we had seen classification of services based upon the degree of involvement of the customer, where we had seen that there are four different uh, ways of classification: people processing, possession processing, mental stimulus processing, and information processing. In the second the basis of classification, we had the service tangibility level. Again, we had four different categories of services in this, that is highly tangible services, services linked to tangible goods linked to services, and highly intangible services. In today's class, we shall go further and we shall see the classification based upon skills and expertise needed. So, based upon skills and expertise required, based upon this, we have two different categories of service or classification of service. First one is professional service. Example: doctor, pilot, IT consultant, or corporate trainer. In these case, the service is provided by a professional, generally a degree, a particular kind of educational qualification is needed to provide such kind of services, or certain qualification is required. Then second type in this classification is non-professional services. Example: babysitting, housekeeping, where there's no such qualification required. It is mainly based upon the skills of the customer, skills of the service provider. Now, the next basis of classification. The next basis of classification is based upon business orientation of service provider. Based upon this, we have two different categories or classifications. First one is not for profit organization, that is NPOs. We also know it as NGOs, non governmental organizations. Example: government schools, social service organizations, so like Rotary, Rotaract Club, Interact clubs in schools. These all come under not for profit organizations. There are many not for profit organizations. They will be working for the society, for the betterment of society, without thinking of profit. So in the for this organization, the profit is not the motive. And the second classification in this is commercial organization, where the profit is the motive. Example: airlines, insurance, restaurants, so and so on. There are many such things. The last basis of classification is based upon the type of end user. Based upon the type of end user, classification is done into three different types. First, consumer services. Example: beauty care, physiotherapy, hair cutting, where it is marketed to the mass. Everyone and anyone can come to the get the service. Second classification is B2B services. Example: market research, consultancy, advertising. In this case, one business will be providing service to another business. It may be even housekeeping services that is given, or security services that is provided by a security agency to a factory. So this is an example of B2B services. And the third one is industrial service. In industrial service, example: machine installation, plant maintenance, and so on. Plant installation also comes in this. So mainly anything that is related to factory premises, they come under industrial services. So with this, we end today's lecture. I hope you have understood today's lecture. Today we had covered skills and classification based upon skills and expertise of the service provider. Based upon that, we have classified it into professional services and non-professional services. Then we had classification based upon business orientation of service provider. Here we had not-for-profit organizations and commercial organizations. And lastly, we had classification based on the type of end user, and here we had three different types, that is consumer services, B2B, that is business to business services, and industrial services. So with this, we end today's lecture. If you have any difficulties, you can always contact us.